Clarence Thomas, a radical leftist who followed Malcolm X, turned into the biggest...
I'll tell you while laying in my bed. So basically yesterday, after affirmative action was basically stripped away, I was like, I'm bored and I'm extremely stressed out. Let's ignore what the fuck is happening in my life and watch a documentary on Clarence Thomas. So PBS has this public documentary that's out on YouTube. It's about Clarence Thomas and his wife Jenny. It's way too fucking long, so I'm gonna basically summarize what the fuck happened. So in his youth, he grew up having a very complicated life. Like, his family was constantly going through like financial struggle, and so he ended up living with his extremely abusive grandfather, who not only physically abused him but also mentally and emotionally neglected him and his brother as well. He ended up being bullied because anti-blackness was very prevalent. You know, the paper bag test, and the kids in his neighborhood basically did the paper bag test on him, and they gave him the nickname ABC, which stands for America's Blackest Child. Fucked up, like really fucked up. Like, he faced a lot of anti-blackness as a child from those in his community, and he also faced anti-black, extremely racist behavior from white people in Savannah as well. So you would think, well, if you experience anti-blackness from black people and from white people, something gotta give. Like, I don't know. But like, anyways, he ended up internalizing all of his anger and frustration towards affirmative action, because he believed that because he was in these places with white people, because he was supposed to go on to be like one of the first black priests in Savannah, but it didn't happen because the kids were so fucking racist at Catholic school, shocker, right, that he just dropped out towards the end. So he never became a priest. He ended up becoming a lawyer, ended up going to law school under affirmative action stuff. And yeah, he blames affirmative action for all the bad things that happened to him in his life, when really he just didn't have the language to thoroughly understand that what he was going through was it was a product of the time period that he was in. But like, because he's so old, he probably refuses to even get to that point at this point. So instead of blaming that and the actions of those in his childhood on anti-blackness, he is choosing to punish everyone. So yeah, anti-blackness sucks.